All right, I got my hands on a Benelli SuperNova. This is the tactical variety. I've not shot this before. I'm borrowing it from a friend. He's super cool with letting me put through about 300 rounds today is what I'm planning on doing. I got birdshot, I got buckshot, different types of buckshot, I got slugs. So first impression is it is not the extendable stock like some might have. I don't know the history on it, why you would get this one versus the other one. There's a spot for a rail. I believe that comes on the tactical models. He already put an extension on here. I don't want to say if it's +2 or +3 because different size bullets with the shotgun. So right now we've got 8 in here as it stands with this extension. That's the 2 3/4 size. Got the ghost rings. Front is not removable. Well, anything's removable, but this is a fixed front sight. And then this backside ghost ring is removable. What do I notice right out the gate? It's a very nice grip. I don't like this. This is a little funny to me. It's just not traditional in the sense of what a magazine well is, or a trigger well is. That's all. There's no, it's just a cosmetic thing for me. It's all plastic. Don't let that put you off because it is an overmold over stainless steel. The barrel is heavy. It's the thick wall barrels, and that is chrome lined as well. So it feels like a plastic gun, but it is not going to be cheap in that sense, like you might think. Also, I had already noticed from what I've been doing with shotguns lately is that I like having a placard on the side to put shot cards from like S-Tac, and I think there's another brand out there that does them, maybe even before S-Tac did. But what happens is, with the forend being so long, coming back so far, you lose a little bit of real estate on the receiver part. Down there. So you cannot put the Velcro on there in the same way. I'm not saying it can't be done, it's just not going to be the same. They do have the 2 pins where you can put in the hard case or the hard plastic deals to hold your rounds. I'm not a fan of those. I explained that in another video in the past, but that's something I've noticed. Loading around the floor plate, it stays up if you put it up, so it makes it a little bit easier to load. I do think it is the magazine or the well is cleaned up real good, a little nicer than some Mossbergs. But that's my first impression so far. So now I'm going to go and shoot this thing. Oh, all right. All right, so we had a little hang up on the last round to pick it up. So I'm just gonna blast through this real quick and we'll see if it does it again. Yeah, it hung up. I believe that's going to be from the magazine extension and the spring that came with it. I do know that the magazine extension was shipped with a new spring, so I know you got to replace them, but that's the extent of what I know about them. So the last one, it seems like it didn't get enough oomph from the spring pushing that round out of the magazine so it could ride up, but once I grabbed it, it seemed to take it up no problem. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to do over-the-top reloads on this one. I'm going to be exercising the button on the bottom of the grip here, which stops it from picking up around from the magazine. We'll see how that works out. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really hard to find that button. All right, I'm gonna run it down to the last round again, and we'll see if it gets hung up. And if it does, I think I got a remedy for that. So there we go. All right, so we got this little deal here. If you know what it is, drop it in. Got about a steel target about, I don't know, 40, 50 yards over there. Iron sights, the doe string sights. We'll see how it sounds. And now I'm gonna shoot, we'll watch ejection, and then I'm gonna shoot a bird shot at the same target, and we'll see how that sounds. Well, there we go. I didn't hear nothing. You hear anything? I didn't hear nothing.
Nope, didn't hear nothing.
So, eject it. Do the switch. Got one more. Drop it in. Sounds a little different, huh? Let's watch that ejection though. Put the button down. Well, no problem. It's just really short. It's like one of those little mini magnums, I think they're called. Is that what they're called, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah, mini mags. It's about the size of one of those mini mags, what's coming out of there. Actually, here, check it out.
Like the mini shells?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That thing just blew in half. So we're loading up another bird shot. We'll see how that sounds. You can hear me hitting it, but it doesn't have very much oomph to it. So if you need a little oomph on the cheap, bang. That's right. Lean forward into that one, huh? I thought it was coming. So I made the remedy, did the little fix that I said I was gonna do. And what I did is I took about a piece like this, put it into the magazine here. So just here, I'll show you real quick. Pop it off. Don't worry, spring's not going anywhere. Put in a little piece like that, found on the ground, cut it up, drop it in. I'm noticing it's real cool, real easy to swap out the barrel too, because that thing just wants to jump off when I pull off the magazine extension. Tighten it back down. And that's how I shortened the spring inside, just by a little bit. That's all it took, and it seems to have fed real easy on that last one. It picked it up no problem. I'll put a couple more in here. We'll try that out. I'm really liking that trap door just staying open. You don't get your finger jammed in there like you do with the Mossbergs. So here we go. Picked them all up. So there's your field fix, if that's what you want to call it. Now, I don't want to take credit for that. My buddy told me about that. He was playing with it last night, and that's what he told me to try if it gets hung up while we're out here shooting. So that's what I did. Works great. So what I'm going to suggest, or what you'll see in this video, is that you just get a longer spring. You like overcharge your spring. I don't know. But again, this is a shotgun, and it's going to be very, very, very ammo selective in a sense. You know, it all depends on your ammo. So set it up for whatever you're doing, however you're going to run it. You're bird hunting, or, you know, home intruder hunting, whatever you're doing. Set it up for whatever is going to work for you, and for sure go out and try it with the loadings you're going to use. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to some bucks and slugs now. All right, so I got a couple of these, I think they fall into the exotic rounds. It's a ball followed by, I think it's 4 bucks. So whatever the sizing is on that, I don't know. The length is 3 3/4 or 2 3/4. But I'm curious to see how it does. I don't know, pretty far, 60, 75 yards, ghost green sights. You want to pan over there? That's the blue target over there. All right, we'll see how that does. See if it even hits.
That was a hit.
It was a hit?
Yep.
You definitely feel it more with that one. I got another, and this is the just straight double-aught buck. It's the Herder's defensive loading. Same target, same deal here. It sounded like that hit harder, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you think? All right, so we've been shooting slugs and stuff, and to be honest, the different loadings, buckshot, slugs, whatever, there's not much difference between this or any other shotgun as far as, you know, like the tactical shotgun, like I showed in my other videos and stuff. There's not a huge difference on how it comes out on the other end, whatever you call it, the terminal ballistic. So it's not very impressive. But I do want to give some double-aught buck, or excuse me, some slug. This Winchester Super X slug, 2 3/4 inch, 1 ounce slug. I want to give it a shot at close to 100 yards. We're just shy of 100 yards with the ghost string sights. I'm curious to see if I can hit it. To be honest, I don't know if I can. All right, here we go.
A little high. Hit.
You can see the mark from here. So I'm aiming real low to the left, but that hit real high, like right in the throat. I got one more, so let's see if I can repeat it. Just over the shoulder again, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, either way, so I'm seeing the effects of a real light gun here, and that's the recoil, because that slug, every other slug, has really kicked pretty hard, and this is the overmold plastic on top of the stainless, so I think that's how they reduce the weight, but it is substantially different than on another gun I got, the 930. All right, so we're wrapping up the little range day here. Got quite a bit of rounds through it, not quite what I had planned, but either way, several hundred easy today. Buckshot, slug, birdshot, that trap loading. After one day of shooting it, what are my thoughts? My thoughts are I had to do a little field repair, which you guys saw. Everything's great. It works great, like a great shotgun. You know, and it's not a very expensive shotgun, so I don't know, you know, there's not much to expect from it. I did learn one thing, and that's the safety placement. So shotguns and safeties are a big thing for me, right? And like the location. That's why I really like the Mossbergs. I like that the safety up top. On a Remington, you got the safety down here. Well, on the Benelli, you've got it forward. All right, so when you're going to take it off safe, that's great, and then you can slide back in, no big deal. Okay, but putting it back on, that's a whole nother thing. With the Remington, which we're gonna have here pretty soon, right, Ron? Like real soon, you gonna get that thing or
pretty
what?
Soon.
And then on that one, I'll try to showcase it or point it out that the safety's back here, so you can put it on with your finger, then move forward onto the trigger, but then on the back side, you'll be able to use your thumb, because my thumb's not going to reach the other end of the trigger guard. Well, the Remington 870, you can do it just like you would maybe like on your AR or something like that. So other than that, it worked great. Like I said, had to do the little field deal. That's what we did. That's how I shot it. Take that back out of here. but that's going to be not the gun. That's not a good representation of the gun. That's a representation of the spring with the magazine extension. So, but the gun ran great, just like any other pump auto run. There was no issue with any type of feeding or anything like that, other than what you saw. But it did what it was supposed to do, and we exercised it to the best of our financial capabilities today. So if you'd like to see any of the other shotgun videos I've done, the Maverick, the 930, I got a couple on the 930, a little bit more running and gunning, a little bit more breakdown of what the gun is. You can check those out. I'll link them here in the end. Thanks for watching.